fresh set of downs here. Separate some.
Here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, babe, I can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Here's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Roethlisberger will stay out there. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. You know what I want to do right now while we have a moment? I want to hand out Charles Davis's hardware for top performers week 14.
Okay, if we're going to do that, can we start with Le'Veon Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Sure, Ward.
236 yards on the ground, ended up with 298 overall in the snow in Buffalo, and led his team to a win.
Who else you got? I know you like Vic Beasley's performance for Atlanta.
Well, 3 sacks, including a touchdown.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And James has it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Mike Mitchell coming up from the secondary to make the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside. Getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Partner, to switch gears, what a capper we end to Week 14. Cowboys losing again to the Giants. And Romeo Okwara, he came up big in that game, didn't he?
He certainly did because he replaced Jason Pierre-Paul and led the team in tackles with 8. Consistent pressure all night, had a sack. He played a great game. How about the Jets going out on the road at San Francisco, coming from way back to win? Bilal Powell, 145 yards on the ground, filling in for Matt Forte. And Matt Moore from the Miami Dolphins. The numbers aren't the key. The key is he has to carry them in their playoff push with the injury to Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, 3 big breakout players last week. And they get to it with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. So the D-line's going to spread out. Prescott looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A second down throw for Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Out left side here to Bryant. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott on first down. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And he's taken to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, here in the booth, we have a playoff picture if it ended today. And I'm looking at the AFC to take a quick pivot. The Patriots, Chiefs, Raiders all looking very good. Past that, a lot of shuffling still could be done.
Well, let's face it, the AFC East has been locked down for a lot of years, so we know how that's going to turn out. But let's head out west because Oakland and Kansas City are tied at 10-3. But Kansas City swept the season series, so they have the ultimate tiebreaker right there. And the AFC South, the records may not be pretty, but it's snug there. Houston, Tennessee both tied, and Indianapolis just 1 game back.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They direct snap it to McFadden. Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on, let's go.
The Wildcat. McFadden. This is Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Final play of the half. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Whitehead, the return. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Wildcat look, it's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Here's a direct snap to Elliott. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it. Shreds the tackle, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and 5. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He finds Coach complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. D'Angelo Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Whitehead, the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied.
Good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the
simple,
guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Prescott now on 2nd down, and he fires one incomplete. And ready for 3rd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point try by Bailey. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Get out to Elliott. And he's got room. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
A strong running. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Bryant spread out to the right. In motion left comes Brown. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
On third down, here's Bell. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield.
And this is caught. It's Bryant, and it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Whitehead, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Down to the 20. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A give to Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cowboys. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Here we go.
2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Ohio!
And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, Elliott. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Prescott to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got time. He's going to go up top again. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. how are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Prescott on 1st down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On 2nd down, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big tight end. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that. that, though. I mean, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL, because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
On third down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Wilson on second down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
And now a carry here for their fullback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
You know what? Now and then it pays to take chances in this league. You can't play everything by the book. You're on your own side of the 50, but all you need is a few short yards. And they're able to convert to keep the drive going.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hey. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Across the 45. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting
blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Prescott now from the 50, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Come on, let's go.
Final play of the half. Prescott finding time. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete out right to Kurz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run with a power back. Rolls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
When a quarterback sneak is run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Room here to run. It's a pickup of 21. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Wilson to give to Rawls. And some room to roam now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. 2nd down following the run. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson surveying the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They go play fake to Michael. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. They come up in an offset eye. Prescott on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Flex round. Let's go. Brad 38.
On second down, Prescott again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. One.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye.
Brad 38.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Backing up. He's going to take a shot. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson on 1st down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Rawls. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris McCain in there to get him for a loss of 5. Second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block it, and he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they got 29 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Prescott to throw this time. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Third and long for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On his feet. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. first down. Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
They come up in an offset eye. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Hausch now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Here we go. 1-9.
Second down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
On third down, Elliott. That'll make it 4. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Walls. And good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the offense looking to pick up the first down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.